Hello, happy Halloween. Well, that's not quite what you say, is it? Because Halloween is, on the other hand, a time when we are afraid, if we take it at all seriously. Its origins are debated, but of course it's the night before All Hallows, which is All Saints' Day, which is the day when we celebrate those who were good in the world. But it's thought that Halloween was the last opportunity that those who intended evil to people or to the world had their last chance to roam around doing damage. And they used to wear masks in order to hide themselves and not be identified. And so Halloween has become a time when most of the costumes and most of the traditions that we now follow are to do with fear. You know, you give your treat to the person who comes to your door because you don't want them to trick you. The whole atmosphere is one of being wary, of being cautious. It's also the anniversary of the opening of the Sistine Chapel today. And I wanted to mention that not because of the ceiling, which is what was shown on that day when it was first opened in 1512, but the picture of the Last Judgment, which Michelangelo painted later on in his career. Because in that picture of the Last Judgment, Michelangelo seems to be slightly fearful. He paints a picture of himself with his flayed skin being held by St. Bartholomew, as if to say, this is all I'm going to get when I pass beyond this life. I shall be punished. A fear, I think, in this very religious man of what might happen to him beyond death. But I'm encouraged by the fact that as he grew older, he became much more calm, much more relaxed, much more joined this Franciscan order, and he wrote in one of his poems towards the end of his life, neither painting nor sculpture will be able any longer to calm my soul, now turned toward that divine love that opened his arms on the cross to take us in. He has lost that sense of fear because he now has this profound belief in a Christ who will welcome him into the next life, whose arms are held out to embrace him when he arrives, those same arms that were spread out on the cross. And so this Halloween, I would much rather we focused on the positive, on the love, on the beauty of God and of the world that we live in, rather than engaging in some of these activities, which, though no doubt a great deal of fun, actually emphasise that seem to suggest that the appropriate way to think about the world is to be afraid of it.